Welcome to God's classroom and lessons from God's classroom. I have a very early memory. I think it might have been in Sunday school or somewhere, and I'll never forget the teacher having these like little felt cutout things that she would stick on a felt board as characters, and she would tell a story, and I could still remember it because it was so interesting, and all there were the little cutout felt things. But isn't it amazing that we're drawn to visual aids? And when we look at scripture, Jesus often would say, like in Luke 12, consider the ravens, and then he'd give a lesson, or consider how the wild flowers grow, and then he would give a lesson. Or David in Psalm 19, looking at the heavens, says the heavens declare the glory of God, and then he would draw a lesson. What we're sitting in here is God's classroom. All around us there are lessons. There are lessons from the animals, from the plants, from nature, and from everyday events. Jesus would say, well, look at a sower who goes out to sow, or there's someone baking. And so God is teaching us in this divine classroom. He's giving us lessons all the time. He's teaching us about himself. He's teaching us eternal principles. And there's a beautiful passage in Romans 1 verse 20. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that people are without excuse. And so what he's saying is that we should be looking at his classroom. We should be seeing the lessons that he's teaching us, because they're everywhere. So in this series, what we want to do is we want to share lessons from God's classroom, things from everyday life, from nature, from his creation, from the things that we do, and learn the lessons that he wants to teach us, to start to look for his invisible qualities, his power in the natural things around us. So welcome to Lessons from God's Classroom.